Peace, love, and light. Great day, beautiful afternoon here in Houston. My name is Brandy. Welcome to my channel, B Shields. Yes, today I'm going to be making one of my favorite milks. My new favorites. It's so creamy and rich and great in coffee, which if you're a coffee drinker, you know how hard it is to find a really good plant-based milk that doesn't change the flavor of your coffee. I also make my lattes at home with it. So let's get into it. In my bowl here, I have a cup of oatmeal that I soaked overnight. And it doubles to about 2 cups, okay? So we're just going to pour that into the blender there. Okay, so now that we have our oats in the blender, we are going to add water. I am using filtered water, and I am going to fill my water up to about 5 cups. So it says in the blender here, okay? Now, if you like, you can add your sweetener or cinnamon, anything you want, but for mine, I'm going to keep it plain since I'm going to be using it for my coffee, and I really don't like my coffee that much, flavored that much, okay? And also I'm going to be using it for cooking and so on. So we're going to keep this recipe very basic, but remember, you can sweeten it the way you want, and also you can add spices as well. Okay, so now you're just going to blend on high. If you have a high power blender, great, but I don't. So we're just going to blend on high for a couple minutes. Okay, so now that we have our milk blended, you can take either a cheesecloth, nut bag, or strainer. I'm going to use a piece of recycled material I have here. It's quite sheer, so it'll be easy to strain through. You can also use a new stocking if you choose. This is what I'm using today though, guys, okay? I like to use recycled material, so that's what we're doing here. This is something I got. It came with the dress, but I don't wear it. So I figured, how else can I use it? And I chose to use it in the kitchen. Okay, so now we're going to take our milk. We're going to pour it through our strainer. Okay, now if you are using a mesh strainer, you're going to need to use the back of a spoon or something and just press down to get make sure you get all the liquid out. Okay, and you may have to strain it a couple times. Now with this baby here, what I am going to do, let me push that out of the way. What I am going to do here is just squeeze. Just squeeze it right. Yeah, I'm just going to squeeze it through the strainer here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so as I'm squeezing here, I'm just going to press and squeeze and let all the goodness come into my beautiful bowl. Just let all the beautiful creamy goodness come out. Okay, and we're going to squeeze until we get all the liquid out and you just have pulp in your strainer. It's almost like milking a cow, you know, which I've never done, but I imagine this is what it would be like if we were on an ethical farm and, you know, milking cows that were roaming free. I'm sure this is what it would be like. You know, in the good old days, as they say, in the days before GMOs and factory farms and harming animals. I'm sure this is what it would be like. So we're just going to continue to squeeze and milk. And get all this beautiful, delicious oat milk out. And you're going to tell when you're almost done. You see how it's kind of thick and a little slimy, and that's okay. I mean, I like it extra thick, especially since I use it in my coffee. We use it on our cereal. You can use it for cooking and recipes. But yeah, Here we go. Okay. Now give me a second and I'm going to get cleaned up. So great. Now it's time for the finished product here. You can store your oat milk in a mason jar and refrigerate. It will last you about 3 days. Be good for about up to 3 days. So make sure you drink it. You may have to shake it a little. I find that oat milk doesn't settle as much as homemade almond milk and other nut and grain milks, so it doesn't separate as much. But yeah, again, why buy oat milk when you could just make it yourself? You save a lot of money and it tastes so much better. Matter of fact, I think I'll have a glass now. Of course, I forgot it had that kind of top, but yeah. Here's to healthy living. Cheers. It is so creamy. Slightly naturally sweet, actually. Oh yes, so good. So good. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe. Ring the notification bell, comment below, and please share. Thank you very much. Peace, love, and light.